Hello, Gelato Familia. We are back with another live. It's been a minute since we've done a live. I do know. I think I did like a live with theme park conductor, but I think as far as you and I for Hello Gelato, I think our last live was actually at Disneyland Park um, for our 10K subscriber celebration, which eventually turned into an 11,000 subscriber celebration. But now we're back with another live, but this time celebrating a major milestone of 20,000 subscribers. So we wanted to come on and share the excitement and have you all enjoy. And I know it's kind of a late live, but I wanted to make sure Abby was home in time to enjoy it because, as I mentioned before, without Abby, there's no hollow to the gelato. So I wanted to make sure she was here for the live. So I kind of made the live a little bit later than usual. So not sure who all can join, but whoever can, we appreciate you. And then whoever cannot, well, then you can go back and rewatch the playback. But in any case, we have a few people already here in the chat. Let's see here. We got Giant Peter Adventures, Hollow Gelato to you, Peter Adventures. And recently you were just at Disneyland.
Yeah.
We ended up missing you because we're always at the park, but the one day you're at the park, we were not there. I actually did look just to see if there were any park reservations because I would have snuck down just to say hello, but there was no park reservations. They were all blocked out. I think pretty much for the month of November into December, the beginning part, that is, because everyone's blocked out for the second 2 weeks of December. It's kind of slim pickings. And that's why we actually booked all our park reservations ahead of time, because I did not get to tell you guys this, but I ended up giving Abby her birthday present a little early.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's not that, folks. It's I ended up getting her an Inspire key, for which she already has a Believe key. So now I'm not the only 1% in the Disney community that has two Magic keys. Now there's 2%. So we both have Believe keys and we both have Inspire keys, because being that, I go to the park a lot to do content and everything, and Abby is there pretty much with me for, honestly, I'd say for like a good 80% of the time when I'm doing content that she has to match me, So there were a couple times that we were going to the parks and the Believe key was blocked out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't have this. Because it's messing up our schedule and everything. And it's like, this is why everyone needs to have two Magic keys. It's just what it is, folks. So we both have two Magic keys. And so now we can actually coordinate what days that we're going to be going into the parks for content. And we actually ended up booking, because being that we have two apiece, I have 12 reservations. Abby has 12 reservations. We literally ended up using all our reservations up right now and booked out for all the holiday days that we need for content.
Yes. Because the holiday starts on the 14th, like I said we did on the holiday tips.
Mm-hmm.
So we are planning to go and try all the foods and stuff. So we have all our dates set.
Yeah. And then we're also not just going to do Disney, but we're going to do some other theme parks around the area as well for the holidays and do what we do, Dragon Blood, congratulations on the 20K subs.
Thank you.
It's been a while since I've been on a live. I'm working on something cool for D23 and etc. next year. You'll see it showcased online and in person. Well, we can't wait to see that. Cool. Dragon Blood. And he continues, unfortunately, I can't stay on and chat. Just wanted to say congratulations and tease what I'm doing in the works for next year. Awesome. Well, thank you, Dragon Blood. We greatly appreciate it. Let's see. We got, Giant Peter Adventures. I just had some good food. Well, yeah, you gotta have the food. I think that's honestly what we do a lot of times when we go into the parks, is we just sit and eat.
Yep.
True locals.
As my godson says,
And sit and eat
and
and watch
watch
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
Yep. The place I went to very much would be cool for a cocktail convo. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah. Any like suggestions, any locations, definitely throw them out to us because we don't take it lightly. You know, if you guys give us like interesting like locations and places for like cocktail convos, we'll
yeah, I will
definitely take
check it
it.
out.
And we got Mademoiselle in the house.
Hey,
Congratulations. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Greatly appreciate you. And I see Giant Peter Adventure says Disneyland yesterday was awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's Disneyland. You can't go wrong with
Mm-mm.
Disneyland. As I said, since becoming a California local, my appreciation for it definitely grew, especially now that I'm only like 35, 40 minutes away from it, um, which I was like an 8 or 9 hour flight
Yes.
away. So big difference. But I could definitely tell the difference.
What a difference a year makes.
Yeah, what a difference a year makes. And but then also the difference of being a traveler as opposed to a local. Where if I was still traveling from East Coast to West Coast just to go to Disneyland, I wouldn't have two Magic Keys. That would be a waste because I wouldn't be going as often, um, just because of like the travel commute, the expenses, and everything. And then
Would you
um,
still be vlogging then? Like, would you
see
have a
that's
channel?
see that I don't even know if I would be like in the park vlogging because here's the thing. I've told this to many people that I've always wanted to be a vlogger. Always. Like I wanted to be a vlogger around the time, honestly, that Tim Tracker and Adam the Woo started, to be honest with you. And honestly, I think if I would have started then, not to pat myself on the back, or have a chip on my shoulder, but I think that I may have been just as successful in the realm of them because they ended up starting when there was not such a thing as having a career on YouTube or social media or influencer. That wasn't a thing. So they just kind of did it just like, oh, let's see where this takes us. And it ended up skyrocketing them
Yeah.
to, um, so I ended up doing like podcasting and what have you. And it was strictly audio and then going into like visuals because it's like you guys hear the voice, but you want to see all this. I mean, come on. Um, but and then, as I said, I always wanted to do vlogging. But yeah, I think unless I was living in Florida or California, I probably wouldn't have gotten into it because every time that I kept telling myself that I was going to go into it, when I would travel, I'd be jet lagged and it'd be like, well, I just traveled all the way over here. I spent all the money on this vacation. Do I really want to be looking in a camera? Because at the time, it wasn't recording on a phone. Like it was like camera equipment. And so it was like, no, I spent all this money. I want to enjoy myself. So now,
Mm-hmm.
like, rather than go into the parks and race, through time of like attraction after ride and ride after attraction, it's like, there's just times where I just sit back, relax, and like, let's try this or let's try that. It's like, let's get a little creative, with the recording and see, I have the time to do that because when the night is over, it's like, oh, well, I could come back really anytime I want to, you know,
If a reservation's open.
if a reservation is open. And again, that is why we each have two Magic Keys because it's slim pickings. You would think 6 reservations is enough. For us, no, it isn't. And I think it is only depending on how you utilize your time going to Disneyland. I think like if you're a person that you're a California local and you're okay with going only like 2 times a month, then yeah, one Magic Key is suffice. But when you're a content creator like us and we do a lot of different things on the channel, and I just enjoy going to Disneyland 2 to 3, 4 times a week. It's like, yeah, I need 2 keys.
Yeah, we've come to see that one key is for content purposes for the
Mm-hmm.
channel,
Yes.
and the other key is because we just like to go.
Yeah.
Some days we'll just go sit on the train for a bit, have dinner.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get it corrected though. we sleep on the train.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. We have a little siesta on the train. I think for anybody who knows us, when they see us getting on the train, we just plop our butts down and we just go into dream world. And we do like 5 or 6 laps around. But you know what? After that, we're all refreshed. We're ready to tackle the park. And it's like, again, only what locals do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Giant Peter Adventure says the place is called Northwoods Inn. They have one in San Gabriel and one nearby Buena Park.
The one that has the snow on top of the building.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay, Northwoods Inn.
I used to love passing by there when I was growing up because then my grandpa would be like, "Look, it's snowing." I'm like, "Just on that building, though. Like, where's the other snow?" And then he would like tease me saying, "Oh, we're gonna go up the mountain. There's gonna be snow up there." I'm like, "I don't know. It's really hot."
Yeah. And honestly, the snow can stay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm good. I had snow my whole entire life, starting last year. It's actually going to be one whole year since I haven't seen snow, and I love it. So thank you, Peter. Yeah, we will definitely check that out.
Good steak place.
Only the Matterhorn hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very true.
I try to avoid it as much as possible unless I really want the feel of a hurt back, but my back's been hurting already.
Yeah, but sometimes
he always teases me that I'm like 40 going on 70. I'm like, yeah, because my back's kicking my butt.
Which she has tried using rides to kind of kink her back into place. Has not been successful because she actually ended up hurting her back on Peter Pan's flight. And for all of you who have been on Disneyland's Peter Pan's flight, at the very end, it's very rocky.
Yeah, he didn't tell me that.
Which I thought you knew because it's like, yeah, it comes in hard.
Yeah.
And not in a good way. So then we ended up, we were in line for what? Was it Mr. Toad's? No, what was the ride? No, it was Indiana Jones. So then I was like pulling her arms back and trying to like stretch her back. And she's like, nope, not helping. So we thought maybe Indiana Jones, it would kink the back into place and everything. But no, it made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have bad knees and bad back because of my younger days of trying to snowboard and breakdance.
Yeah. For me, I don't vlog. But as you guys have probably seen, I do film videos on most rides, but I put the camera at an angle where I can clearly enjoy the ride. Well, that's good. Good for you. And actually, I have to bring this up because this actually is very true, what Peter said. But then you wouldn't have been on OG 55 with OG and met Abby had you gone that ride. And that is very true. That is very true. Yes. Like, I do believe that everything happens for a reason in the place that it has to be. So I had to be at a certain point of time because had I already been out here vlogging, who knows like what content purposes I would be in, what kind of audience I would already have. Abby may have found me, but there's a chance that, maybe she wouldn't have. So, everything happens for a reason,
Yes.
And then we got Mr. Theme Park Wizard in the house.
Hey.
Wow, you just had 10K. I know it is. It's weird, Wizard. I just literally it's very humbling and it's very shocking, like of how fast everything is just growing. I mean, for me, it's basically just creating content that I would enjoy.
Yes.
And we love making content. For all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, and then we just got Mademoiselle gifted 5 memberships for Holo Gelato. Thank you, Mademoiselle. Greatly appreciate you. And what a way to kick off like the 20K celebration by gifting, 5 members. So definitely, whoever did get those memberships, enjoy.
Yes.
But, yeah. So what say you like, cause it's funny with you because you probably never thought you would be in the world of content creating and vlogging and influencing and
no. So I watched him for 5 years, but If anyone knows me, like my family knows me, I hate taking pictures. I never posted on Instagram. I would take pictures if my mom forced me to. And then I would never see myself on camera. And then when we first started dating, our first Disney date, I wanted to go inside a shell because that's when I realized other people recognized him when we went to Disneyland. And they were like, oh, the Italiano. I was like, oh crap. Like, other people know him. Like, I know him, but I watch him, but I forget other people watch him. And that was when we first, that's when we first rode Tiana's. We were able to get a virtual queue. We rode Tiana's. And then when we went out of Tiana's, because we were lucky enough to ride it, we we met up with Mondo, with Donnyland,
Bob,
Bob, and
Casual.
Casual, and they were all outside, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
We literally. And then
what did I just walk into?
Yeah, because there was like 4 or 5 cameras on me because obviously they all knew me,
and they wanted to hear how he was, and
yeah,
I was like,
because this was all because this was the
gosh.
annual pass previews, and
Mhm.
I wish that I was vlogging in the parks at that point because that would have been such great content.
Yeah, and this is our second date. So our first date the was at the ranch. We went out to have dinner, and then the next day we had our first Disney date, and I was taken back. I was like, "Oh man, like I'm like I can't do this." My family was like, "How are you going to date this guy if you hate being on camera?" I'm like, I don't think I'm going to have to be on camera. He's the one who's going to do it all the time. I'm just in the background." They're like, "Okay, are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." So then there was a point where he was talking to 3 of the cameras, and then Mondo, I didn't know he was on his live.
She thought he was just recording.
Yeah, so he asked me my opinion on it, and I'm talking and talking, and then I guess he thought, oh, she's comfortable, and then Mondo goes, oh, I'm gonna head out because I'm gonna show the front of the queue, and then he was like, oh, you're live, and then I was like, wait, I've been on camera this whole time, and then then I stepped back and I was like, okay.
Yeah, she's like, okay, yeah, you take over now.
Yeah, and then so for that week we went to Horror Nights, and that's when he first asked me, "Oh, we want to do a reaction to my first Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Would you like to join us?" I was like, maybe. And he's like, "Oh, I always get a maybe." And I was like, fine, okay, I will go on one time.
One time.
And then, but as long as you're next to me, he's like, okay. And then, yeah, ever since then,
here we are.
Here we are.
Now there's times she takes over the live where she has to find the Italiano, you know? And then Theme Park Wizard said 30K by Christmas. Well, that's a huge feat.
Yeah,
I hope so. That would be great.
see.
I'll actually say this. I will say this to everyone. Put in your thought process because, again, I think everyone is doing it anyway just because of how fast the channel is growing. And it's kind of like out of our control in the sense because there are videos that we make that we say, okay, it's going to probably do well, and it'll do like 8,000 or 9,000 views. Like, and for me, that's a lot. Like, I mean, I know there's like bigger time vloggers that like get like 30 to 40,000 views, but 9,000 for me is a big deal, per video. So, I'm very curious. Tell me what you guys think, in your opinion. Because we are approaching the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026. Put in your number of where you think Abby and I will be with Hollow Gelato, subscriber amount wise, where we would be at by the end of the year to the beginning of the year. And you don't have to be like exactly precise, because obviously there's like odd and end numbers, but like give like the range, like as Wizard said, 30,000 by Christmas? Do you think it's going to be 25,000 by Christmas? Do you think it's going to be 35, 30? Like, just do it in increments of like that. Like, tell us where, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could be like even like it could be 29,000. You know, because I mean, it could very well could be one of those numbers. So definitely throw it in there, and we'll see whoever is close. But in any case, yeah. So that was very interesting of how like you know you never know where.
Yeah, because then even my mom said like she was like, "Wow, you're actually posting on Instagram." I'm like, I kind of have to do it just because of the channel purposes, because then it helps to promote the channel. And she's like, so different.
It really is. And then she just kind of it just kind of came like into her own where she just started naturally just doing it, like making posts, you know, and photos of like all our experiences and everything. So it just kind of like fell into that into that realm. Yeah. So I think, I mean, but again, as Peter had mentioned, like it's just interesting how things just fall into place. You know, everything happens for a reason. You know, you just kind of go with the punches. Let's see. Oh, geez, with 100K by New Year's Eve. I don't know if that's going to happen. That would be great, Wizard. I would absolutely love that. I don't know.
That's a tall order.
That is a very tall order. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, anything is possible, but I think unless we hit like a video that is like super trendy and like just hits all the algorithms, I don't know if we would get 100,000 by New Year's Eve, but that would be great. So what you're saying is 30,000 by Christmas and then 100,000 by New Year's Eve. So within a week, we're gonna gain 70,000 subscribers in between the two. That would
Wizard, you gotta help us with that one.
Yeah, Wizard, you gotta help us out here. Throw us a bone here, bud. I would think, like, honestly, if that would be a Christmas miracle, that would be it. Like, but you know what's funny though? Every time Wizard like puts something out there in the universe, some weird, bizarre things happen. Like literally,
remember
like
when he was like, when you hadn't even decided to propose yet, he's like, when am I going to meet the wifey?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like it was like, yeah, when am I meeting the wifey? And then he's like, well, when's the wedding? I'm like, I didn't even propose yet. Like,
I'm meeting Wizard for the first time, and he's like, yeah, when's the wedding? I was like, what wedding?
Yeah. That was actually, I think at the time where both of us, we weren't really sure if we wanted to get married again.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like in the agreement that it's just like, you know, we'll be together, you know, and we'll see how it goes. But I mean, it wasn't in the cards fully. And
he was like, no, with a wifey.
And what's so funny about Wizard is like, even if you tell him no,
he's like, no.
He like just disregards it. It's like, so it's like, no, we're not getting married. Oh, like right now, we're not getting married. So what's the date? Like that's him. Yeah. Like that's like he's just. I love that about him.
So when are we planning this thing? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and then it was my first time actually at Universal Studios Hollywood, and he was trying to get me out here like nobody's business. And I was like, I'll try. And he was like, yeah, okay, I'll see you in a few weeks. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm coming out in a few weeks, but I'm just going to Disneyland. I'm not going to Universal Hollywood. And he's like,
what's your email?
Oh, he's like, what? Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He's like, what's your email? And I'm like, okay, like, I didn't really think nothing of it. I gave him my email. And then he's like, you should receive a notification. And then as soon as he said that, it goes ding. And I'm like, whoa, that's scary. And then I look, and this guy bought me a one-day ticket to Universal Hollywood. So actually, if it wasn't for Wizard at that time, like he was the one that actually got me into Universal Studios Hollywood the first time, because he ended up graciously getting me a ticket. So after that, he ended up guilt tripping me that I had to actually go. And I'm like, well, he bought my ticket. I have to go, you know? So yeah, so that was really nice of him. And that's just Wizard. Like that's just his personality. I love how he's like one that is like so carefree. Like he doesn't give two shits. Like
but I thought it was
what he
so
wants to do,
funny.
he like does it. Like if it works for him, like he's like, I don't care, I'm doing it. Like
No, but I thought it was so funny when we first met him, he was doing his construction stuff, and then I'm like, so are you gonna write it the first time it opens? He's like, oh hell no, you guys are gonna write it.
yeah.
I'll give you my camera. You do the
Yeah,
POV.
he's like, you guys are gonna get all the footage like on the thing and like, and I'm like, wait a minute, you've been covering this since the first shovel of dirt that's been lifted and you're not going to ride it. And I'm like, okay, all right. But
yes,
but also too, like with the past like 10,000 subscriber live, again, called his bluff, and he's like, oh yeah, you're going on Tiana tonight. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, well that's going to cost $100 like for a super chat, like, because there's no way I'm going to get wet now. And like, and he's like, okay, give me a few minutes, it's coming your way. And I literally, I called his bluff. Like I did not think he was going to do it. And I thought, and after I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting wet.
yeah, and then you have to add meat to the mix and give.
Well, I guess I really should have known, because if he was willing to do 100, and me just saying, what was it, 50? 25, right? But then he and Mademoiselle chipped in the 25, so that became 50. So then it was like, okay, you have to do it now because the stakes just raised.
But luckily, they said that I was able to get a poncho, but I did not do a poncho.
Right. I will say but as I said, we did get soaked, luckily, but we didn't necessarily dry right away. But I mean, like,
it was tolerable.
It was tolerable. I'll say that. Yeah.
But I don't know if I got sick after that though.
That you might have. We have.
Because unfortunately, I got sick after.
Yeah. We have Cassandra in the house. Hey. Welcome in, Cassandra. Always glad to see you. Peter says the Northwoods Inn has awesome cheese bread. Ooh, I have to check that out. The inside is just as cool as the outside, Abby. It's an awesome place to eat at during Christmas. I think that would be a great place, because especially since you have the snow and everything, it takes you out of the element. It takes you out of the element to get the feel of Christmas. But when you have like the snow on top of the roof and everything, it's like, okay, kind of get that Christmas feel, And Mademoiselle says, we're manifesting big numbers for HG. Let's do it. Throw it out there, folks. Let's do it.
Yeah, but we have a lot of stuff coming out because of the holidays.
Yes.
We've already made our list about what we're going to eat.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, Cassandra, if you're still in here, so I'm for sure you might have checked out the pumpkin spice video. Well, I guess I have a holiday edition one now, because I'm not too keen on peppermint or gingerbread.
And those are the two that are very prominent in the holiday season.
So I will be doing a video of going around the parks of trying peppermint and gingerbread. Lord help me. I will say, though, the cookies at Harbor Galley, you can't go wrong no matter what, because those pumpkin spice cookies that they had were really good.
And they sold out before the season ended.
They did. They really did. Kudos for Matt, a.k.a. Disney Scoops Guy, for actually bringing it to our attention, because he actually posted that, like, they told him that they were done for the whole season.
So luckily we were able to catch it before it was done.
So we may have to do the cookies first then, because the gingerbread may go. Don't take it into consideration to the fact of saying like, oh, I have time, we have the whole Christmas season to get the cookies. I mean, It didn't work with the pumpkin. So, but I will say though, everything of the pumpkin stuff, I was surprisingly that a lot of it was decent. It was good. Like, especially the drinks.
That he did not like, though.
That the pumpkin rendition of the gray stuff at Red Rose Tavern, that was disgusting.
Guess what?
Oh no, they have a mint one. Oh, that's gonna be like eating toothpaste. Ugh.
Just like the ice cream.
That's going to be like cold toothpaste. We'll have to see. Let's see. Cassandra says, LOL, I agree with you on the peppermint, not a favorite of mine. Okay, so you're on my side for that, Cassandra. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but this is my payback.
This is
I did how many Halloween nights that he gets to try all the gingerbread and peppermint.
Yeah.
This is my time.
Yeah. So she's just like going through the list and she has this big grin on her face. I'm like, you're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes, because 3 Halloween Horror Nights, okay, guys? And then I did Queen Mary, which I wanted to cry after just the first maze. And I was like, we have 5 more. I did half of Not Scary Farm because after the first 5, I was like, I'm about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, she's like, I need to sit down.
And then Fright Fest, dude, Magic Mountain has way too many hills.
Yeah.
And then having to try to be scared after that. So
yeah. But you only did you did 2 at Fright Fest or 3?
I did 3.
You did the 3 main ones. That's right. No,
I did 2.
No, you did 2 because of the hill. The one, oh my gosh, that hill is a killer. But you know what's funny? I did it with Tommy Toon, and then we're coming down the hill, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, have you guys ever seen The Sword in the Stone, the coyote, when he's climbing up the hill? He's like, ugh. Well, here's the thing. There was another path. And I'm like, I turned to Tommy. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We could have taken the back way. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm like, well, we know now. But speaking of Tommy Toon, shout out to him because we did like everything that weekend with him for Halloween. He was a trooper, but I wanted to do Goliath because it was my first time at Magic Mountain. I had to do Goliath because since I was 9 years old, I've been wanting to do that roller coaster. We waited 75 minutes in line. Now, normally I would not wait in line for a ride, especially just a roller coaster. But again, I really wanted to do Goliath. So we talked to some people. They were asking questions about like our channels and content creating and what have you. So that was really cool. So the time kind of went by after we started talking with them. And so by the time we got into the vehicle, it was nighttime. It was pitch dark. Fright Fest was about to begin. So we just like made it, but it was pitch dark. The lighting was not that good in the sense like when you're going up the hill, like they don't have like strobe lights or anything. It's like pitch dark and you can't even see the track as is. So, you know, like kind of like when you get that butterfly in your stomach kind of thing. And it's been a minute since I've been on just like a roller coaster, not a themed roller coaster. So we sit down and we buckle ourselves in, but it's Six Flags policy that they have to pull down the restraints. And then they pull up the check to make sure, you know, everything is fine. But also all we have to do is just buckle. So we buckle ourselves in. The second it clicks, Tommy, this fool next to me, out of random, he just turns to me and he's like, so have you seen Final Destination 4? And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, that's just like completely random. And like, why in the hell would you bring up Final Destination 4 right when we're about to ride a roller coaster? But it was so funny. We were cracking up and everything. And what's funny with Goliath is it's a hell of a climb. And you'd think like you get that slow anticipation, the click, 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 click. No, that thing like it goes click, 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 like it's pulling you up. And I'm like, oh man, we can't even prep. It was sort of like us going into the Wyatt 6 the first time. There was like no prep for that one. Because I thought it was the queue.
Liar.
No. But yeah, it climbed us up the hill, and like again, it's pitch dark, we can't see, it's tipping over, you can't see nothing. And I literally said to Tommy, I was like, I changed my mind, can we get off now? But no, in any case, it was fun. I would definitely do Goliath again. I definitely want to go back to Six Flags just to experience Six Flags as a day. I know it gets shit, you know, compared to a lot of these other parks. And yes, does it need help with a lot of things? Absolutely.
Especially the pizza.
Oh my gosh. For all of you who have not seen our short, go back on our shorts, find the pizza short at Fright Fest or at Six Flags. you will get my honest to God opinion of how I felt about that pizza. It was cold. It was gelatinous. The sauce tasted sour. I literally took one bite and I couldn't even swallow it. Because actually, as Abby was eating it, she said, because she knows how picky I am with pizza, I have to have pizza a certain way. And she said, "You're not going to like this." And I said, "I'm looking at it and I don't even like it." And I'm like, "I'll try it." So I thought, you know what? I'll do a reaction to it. And then I took one bite and I'm chewing it and I'm like, I have to spit this out. I can't finish it.
But you didn't spit it out on camera.
I did not spit it out on camera. I did have a little bit of the respect for you guys to not show that. So I waited till after the short was over.
Yeah.
We have Jesse Adventure in the house. Welcome in,
What?
Jesse. Glad you're here. So definitely check out that short. I think you guys will get a kick out of it for sure. Which actually, that is a nice little segue too. That we are starting to do shorts. I know a lot of you have been asking me to do shorts, so I've been kind of kicking around the can with it, and I started finding like my own little niche for it. So now there are a lot more shorts on Hollow Gelato, so definitely check them out. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy them, and there will be more shorts coming out, especially during the holidays and stuff. But on top of also, like just vlogs and lives and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but with the Festival of Holidays coming out, we are going back to our roots and we are going to bring back our Yum and Yuck scale.
Yes.
Because we're going to get the Sip and Savor passes and try out a lot of the food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so we'll see how it goes.
We actually ended up making a list of everything we want to try. Now, this will be not a one-day vlog. There will be multiple vlogs for this.
Yes, because I'm going to get sick.
Yeah, because we have done that in the past where we forced food, like just to cram it into one vlog, and we were not feeling good at the end.
No, so I want to be able to film it but also enjoy the food.
Yeah.
Where I'm not just taking a bite just for to rate it and everything, but there's some food that I really do want to try out.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So there are some foods that aren't included in the Sip and Savor, or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is it still the Sip and Savor? But we will be getting multiple of them. Right now, we're only going to get 2.
Yeah, because they did release it. They're only going to have 1 Sip and Savor this time, and it's only 6 tastings. So we will possibly get 2.
Yeah, and then if ever, like we did with Lunar New Year or Food and Wine, there are times where we may have to get another one because I think we ended up getting another one for Lunar New Year.
Yeah,
that we didn't think.
Food was really good.
Yeah, so we ended up getting a third one just to go back for us to just eat. Yeah, so that was. So
cool. Yes, I enjoyed looking at all the peppermint and gingerbread that he gets to try because I love the holidays and payback.
Holidays and payback. That's that usually goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now also too, kind of going off the subject, just to kind of keep the conversation going. Today they dropped the first teaser for Toy Story 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, what do you guys, what do you think? Did you watch it? How do you feel about it? I mean, obviously we're going to go see it, because we do our out of theater reactions and what have you. But I'm kind of over the Toy Story franchise. I'm sorry. I love Toy Story, but I think that they beat it with a stick after number 3. Like, that was the trilogy. Like, that was it.
It should have been done after 3.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It was like Andy grew up. He went to college. And
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, he handed down the toys to Bonnie, and it was like, that should be it. Then they give us this, God, I don't even know what you would call it with Toy Story 4, but now I feel like with Toy Story 5, they have to kind of make up for what they did.
Why?
And it's like, well, everything is kind of contradictory too, because Woody sacrificed himself from not going with Woody.
No, with
I mean,
Andy.
with Andy, excuse me. Woody did that with Andy, and then he gave himself up to Bonnie, and that bitch throws him away for a spork.
Yeah.
Like, how ungrateful that little brat. And then it's like, okay, well, that just put Toy Story 3 in vain.
Yeah.
Now he's like, Woody's like, he meets up with Bo Peep again. He's like, I can't do this anymore. I want to be free. You know, just kind of live my life, not have to be pressured with anything. And now with Toy Story 5, he's making his way back. And it's like,
he's so indecisive.
He can't make up his mind to save his life. So it's like, so we'll have to wait and see. But I am very curious. They are bringing like technology into the mix and how the toys have to face technology. So that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of technology, though, how about the new video games that are coming out? Ooh. I did try to download the new Fortnite just because I want to see how the Simpsons go. And I downloaded on my phone, and the phone is very different than having a console.
Yeah, like with a you know.
So I played like one round and that was not good.
Yeah, I have not played Fortnite at all, so I don't even know how I would be, but I'm curious about it. Because also too, we're thinking of like kicking around the idea of possibly doing some gaming stuff. I'm not really too good at it. I'm so used to like the older stuff. I'm not into the new trendy stuff. But if you guys think that we should try it, let us know. I'm
very competitive.
She is. She's competitive. Like all the stuffed plushies that we got from Pixar Pier is from her beating me.
No, he got a little consolation.
It was a consolation prize, but I didn't win.
It's the one where you, the little Luna game that everyone's a winner. So he won.
I like where you shoot like the water, like in the bullseye. Suck. I know, I do. Like I always feel like it's like you think like I'm drunk, and I'm not, but it's like I can't keep it steady. So like,
yeah,
the water hose is like not like in dead center.
To be fair, it was kind of bad. I kind of told him I'm not that great at it, but I'm a girly that grew up in Las Vegas for the summer, and I spent like 2 weeks in Circus playing all those games.
Which, speaking of Circus, after with my first trip to Vegas, with Circus, we were walking around, and she was showing me like, and we were with Sean Ranks the Mouse. Shout out to Sean and Tommy Toon. And we were walking around, and they were showing like the indoor like amusement park and everything. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, have I been here before? Like I've seen this before. And it's like, well, how could I? I've never been to Vegas before. Like I've never been to Circus. And we get past the roller coaster, and the theming of they have like this mountain of rock work. And I look up
the Adventure Dome.
The Adventure Dome.
Yeah.
And I look up, and I said, oh my God, this is where they filmed Baby Geniuses. So for all of you who have not seen the 1999 movie Baby Geniuses, starring Christopher Lloyd, Kim Cattrall, what is her name from what is it, Body Heat, and also does the voice of Jessica Rabbit. I can't think of her name. But in any case, where the rock work is, that's where the babies swing down and knock the bad guys over. And I'm like, this has to be where they filmed Baby Geniuses. So I'm on my phone doing research, and sure enough, that's where they filmed that. I'm like, wow, I'm actually on like a little piece of a movie set here. And Jesse said, I saw that in theaters. I actually love that movie. It's a very like kind of screwball slapstick kind of comedy, which I enjoy it. Like I love that. Let's see. Cassandra says, George finds something for you to review. Dude wipes, clove and balsam scent. And Let's see. And Abby, we need to play together. I'm super competitive too.
Oh, cool. Yes.
Okay,
We
so
should.
yeah, so maybe like then yeah, maybe we will just start so that way we can move the community over to the gaming world so you could all beat the crap out of me because as I said, I'm gonna like a newbie with that. But we do want to try the Simpsons Fortnite. Um and there was another one I think that they added for Disney. But also like everything with Epic Games that's going to be going on within the next year because Josh Tomorrow is like going to go like full steam ahead on this. So we'll see how they incorporate the digital world with the real world and vice versa.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's what the Play Pavilion at Epcot was supposed to be. But now rather than have it in a pavilion where you have to actually go to, it's like you could just do it in your very own home.
Yes.
So that's
so yeah. I used to be very competitive, especially with like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
No, I used to play those. I loved Mortal Kombat. I loved Street Fighter. I loved Battle Axe, Streets of Rage. As I said, I'm telling you, like Super Nintendo and Sega, folks. Like, what's another one? Rival Turf. That's an old one.
And then, like in the actual arcade, there was the Capcom versus Marvel.
Marvel versus Capcom. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I love that. I would love to see. I miss Mega Man. I loved Mega Man. Not even just the video games.
And then the original, like Sonic.
Oh yeah. Fun. Have you guys ever seen the TV show Mega Man? I used to love watching that. I used to watch that every day on. They had it on in the mornings on I think it was Fox Kids. They had it on there, and then I think they had it on like WB at some time. But I used to have the DVD sets, and oh my god, I used to love watching Mega Man. Oh man, I wish they would bring Mega Man back. And Jesse Adventure says Mario Kart. Yeah, see, I love a good racing game.
Mario Kart, Mario Party. So fun.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Oh, Super Smash Brothers. Like, oh man, my character was Link. I had to be Link every time. Because I loved where anything like I loved a character that like was holding an object in their hand. Like he had the sword, or you could pick up the bat and like you just knock someone like right out. I used to love playing Super Smash Brothers. We got Mouseward Bound in the house, 20K. Damn, you two are on a roll. Congrats. Continue the great work. 50K by Christmas. I mean, I'm not sure. Mouseward Bound Wizard already claimed 30,000. So, and then apparently 100,000 by New Year. So we'll see. So, yeah, you don't really know. So we'll have to wait and see what lies for us, especially after the holidays, because I think the holidays, it's going to be a busy time.
Yes. So we are going opening day of Disneyland holiday. And then we are going opening weekend for Knott's Merry Farm. We're going to try to do opening weekend for Grinchmas. And then even sneak in opening weekend for Six Flags holiday in the parks.
Yeah, so we're going to try to shoot for that.
Yeah, because we were going to give up our Knott's passes because we didn't really go as much. But now that Cedar Fair and Knott's are one company, if you upgrade to one of their higher tiers, you get Six Flags plus Knott's. So we did that.
Yeah, so we thought, you know what? And especially since I feel like that our content is growing, our community is growing. Obviously, as you can see, we're getting new merch here, so definitely look out for that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we just keep on growing with more and more, and we're thinking, well, we may not have gone to Knott's as much in the past, but I mean, I do love going to Merry Farm. I absolutely love Boysenberry Festival.
He really liked Not Scary.
I love Not Scary. So
I did all 10 mazes.
I did all 10. Yeah. I have to say, those performers don't play. But I do love how they interact with you. Like, it was me, Tommy, conductor, um, Andre, shout out to Andre, Chris West, shout out to them. They were literally our hosts
Yeah,
through the whole thing, because I would have never known where we were going, because I've never done Not Scary before. So they kind of like strategically guided,
and we got through so many. Like the first 5, I was like, wow, we're really hitting it, and we didn't have like the front of the line or whatever.
Yeah, we are proof in the pudding that you can have a full experience at these events without an upcharge ticket. So it's just all about strategy and how you tackle of what you want to do.
To be fair, for Halloween Horror Nights, we did do the early entry.
Okay, I will say that you could do the early entry, but I mean,
but it was still general.
But it was still general.
Early entry.
Yeah, early entry. Like, we didn't do the express. We didn't do RIP.
And we did everything.
Yeah, and we did it twice, like twice with the early entry, and we ended up getting through.
I know my daughter ended up joining us for our last Horror Nights. So that's why we really didn't record anything, because we recorded the first 2 times going.
Yeah.
So she was so surprised, because last year she did have the express, but because the group she was in, they kind of took their time with going to like the weekend bar. She didn't even, she went to all the mazes because they were express, but the Terror Tram closed early, so she didn't get to go. So she was like, do you think we're going to be able to go with everything this year, even if we don't have the express? And I was like, I think so. And her and her friends loved it. They were like, wow.
Yeah, they got to do everything. I will say, though, if I was her and I did pay for express and I was with people that like kind of messed that up, I would have had them reimburse me. Not Universal, but the people I was with. Yeah, they could all chip in and like replace the money back of what I spent to make the difference. And as Cassandra said, Knott's is beautiful during Christmas. It really is. I think, honestly, I do enjoy Christmas time at Disneyland. I've said that many times before, but sometimes a lot of people don't watch everything that we do. So I will say it again that, as I said, I love the snowfall on Main Street with the music. I love Festival of the Holidays and everything. Mm-hmm. But there's something about Knott's during Christmas time with their lights and their shows.
Yeah, because they have different shows.
I think the shows is like what really sets aside Knott's from both Disney and Universal, because they have different shows in the Birdcage Theater, at the Walter Knott Theater. Oh my God, that show, like that is like Disney style production. That's what Disney used to give us. And that show felt like it could have been an upcharge ticket, which Knott's don't do that. Yes. But
they even have great. like performers by the Main Tree. They have their outdoor theater with performers as well. So yeah, they really do very well with their holiday shows.
Yeah, they really do.
And the food.
And the food, yeah. I think Knott's in general, for the most part, there were a couple times where like we went just for a regular day at Knott's, and the food was disappointing. The chicken and their pizza, but I've had their pizza and chicken before, and it was really good. But for some reason, they just had like an off day that day. But like anytime that there's like an event or a festival, Knott's just delivers.
And their portion size.
Yeah. Like you get your money's worth with the portion size. And again, that's for like Knott's Merry Farm. That's for Boysenberry Festival, like all of the above. And then we have Jason. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. So I'm just going to say Jason because I don't want to butcher it. And I would feel really bad if I do. Became a member of, that was a gift that Mademoiselle gifted him. So welcome, Jason. Welcome in. And then, of course, Mademoiselle. But yeah, so like with Knott's Merry Farm, um, yeah, I absolutely love it, and I love how they
Mm-hmm.
incorporate like the Peanuts gang and
Yes,
Snoopy, and who doesn't love Snoopy? Come on,
I
like
know.
Snoopy is up there with like the big dogs, no pun intended, with like Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, Kermit the Frog.
Yeah,
Like Snoopy's up there.
with my high school, we had like colors per class, and the year I graduated, we were our color was yellow. So our little mascot, whenever we would fight against the classes, was Woodstock because he was yellow.
There you go. Who is your favorite Peanuts character? Like
Who's
just overall?
overall?
Yeah.
Hmm. I really like Lucy.
Lucy. So I have two
Okay.
that are tied. Actually, one is a boy and one is a girl.
Okay.
Um, the boy, I always loved Linus
Yeah.
with his blanket. Like
Mhm.
it was just that was just funny. And out of the girls, I'm sorry, I love Peppermint Patty.
She's so
She
funny.
is such a funny like. She's like the child that when you go back and you watch as an adult that had no filter. Like she just said like what was on her mind and she didn't care. um I guess Lucy kind of has
Yeah.
that too. um
That's
Especially
why I
towards,
liked her.
yeah, Lucy and Peppermint Patty kind of like they just like spoke their mind. But I
Hmm.
love how she called him Chuck.
Yeah.
It was never Charlie Brown. It was like, come on, Chuck.
Yep.
Like it was always like, man. And then of course all the adults were like the. It's like, and that's really accurate because really kids, that's how they hear adults.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like,
My kids hear me like that until they ask for money.
yeah. Then it all comes clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so that would be mine. A close one after two is Schroeder. I love Schroeder, like playing on the piano and
Yeah.
everything. Let's see here. We got Jason sending in a $20 super chat.
Oh.
So thank you, Jason. Greatly appreciate it. Congrats on 20K. It's pronounced Thibodeau, by the way. Thibodeau. Thibodeau. Okay. Jason Thibodeau. All right. Sounds good. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Greatly appreciate it.
So
thank you for the congrats, and thank you for the tip on your last name because, as I said, I would have butchered it. So I'm so glad. Thank you. So Jason Thibodeau. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. So it's interesting too of how far the Peanuts have come, like from literally comic strips,
Yeah.
to cartoons, to movies, to merchandise, to ornaments. So
Yeah. So I see them just as big as like Mickey because he's like Snoopy is so nostalgic.
yeah.
I used to always every year I would watch the Christmas special.
Oh yeah, the Charlie Brown Christmas special. I mean, that's a tradition.
I had that on VHS, and I would make sure to watch it every Christmas just because it reminds me of my grandpa. He was the one that bought me the VHS for it, and then like the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that I appreciate with the Peanuts gang is they covered everything. Like they did obviously the Christmas special. They did It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
They've done It's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and all that. Then they also had like the movies Race for Your Life. I loved Race for Your Life Charlie Brown, where they go up to the camp and they had to do the relay race and everything. Oh, that was one of my favorite movies. Let's see. Cassandra says that's a must. Yeah, the Charlie Brown, like there are certain things like for me for like the Christmas tradition. That's one of them.
Yeah.
That is one of them. And actually, Mademoiselle, actually, I was getting to that, so thank you, Mademoiselle. What are your top 10 Christmas/holiday movies? Ooh, okay,
Ooh.
top 10.
Well, we watched one last year at what you call it
With the rooftop cinema. Yeah,
mhm.
Abby took me to my first rooftop cinema, which I would love to do again. We haven't done it in
Since the Golden Girls,
the
right?
Golden Girls, yeah, because they were doing a Golden Girls marathon. It was for Betty White's birthday, which it would actually be her birthday coming up in January. So it would actually be a whole year
Yeah,
since we've
so
done a
if you
rooftop
don't know
cinema.
what the rooftop cinema is it's in LA, and they play different like older movies, and then you actually are outside on like little lounge chairs, or you can get like the more comfortable lounge chair with the little like wood fire next to you, and you're watching it on the side of a hotel building,
Mm-hmm.
on top of a roof of that hotel.
And it's fun. I will say it is a little bit pricey, but that's how they make their money. It's a business, and it just gives you like the feel of like doing like a drive-in,
Yeah,
but like you're on top of
on
a
top of the
building.
roof.
Like that's it. It's really creative. But anyway, the first one that we did that Abby took me to, it was like right before I was leaving. Was Home Alone.
Yes, I love that
So
movie.
yeah, so Home Alone is the. I'm trying to think top 10. I don't know if like I'm trying to think of how. Okay, so I'm not gonna do them in order. I will say my first two. My number 2 holiday Christmas movie of all time is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's number 2. My number 1 all-time favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. Like I love the story with Ralphie and the Red Ryder BB gun, and like it was like a 1980s movie, but it was set into I think it was like the 40s. I absolutely love A Christmas Story.
I like the first Santa Claus.
Yes, that's a good one.
And
then we mentioned Home Alone.
Yeah, I really like what's that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, Jingle All the Way.
Yeah,
I love Jingle All the Way. That is like one of the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
That was so
freaking
funny.
Like I love that movie. Actually, Mademoiselle, that is another movie that is on my list. I do love White Christmas, classic traditional.
Mhm.
I also love It's a Wonderful Life, where I think it's funny, like with that movie, because I feel like that movie was not necessarily a Christmas movie. It just happened to be set in Christmas, but it just became a tradition where people were like, okay, this gives me the feel to watch it during Christmas time. So I put it in the Christmas realm. So yeah, so White Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life, Jingle All the Way, the first Santa Claus, the second and the third are, and then we mentioned Home Alone. Also, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Yeah,
I enjoy that one too. And then Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Charlie Brown.
You got to throw Charlie Brown in there. What was the other one? Here's the other one too. It's not like my all-time favorite, but I will watch it. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I'm not saying he's horrible, but like I can only watch him in like increments. But I do love him in Elf.
Yes.
Elf is a cute movie. I will say I did enjoy watching Elf. I don't know. Was there any other?
Oh, I do want to see, because I think they're having How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, of course. Halloween. Yes.
Or for back in the theater. Right?
Yeah, they're bringing Ron Howard's the live action Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas for its 25th anniversary. It's coming back into theaters, and obviously we'll do that because I want to see that back in theaters, and I love how they filmed that on the Universal lot, um, and uh, and they incorporate a lot with the Grinch during the holiday season at
Yeah.
Universal. Let's see. Wait, let's catch up here. Jesse Adventure. Yes, A Christmas Story is my favorite Christmas movie. I also been to the A Christmas Story house.
Oh.
Oh, okay. And A Christmas Story the musical is my favorite Christmas musical. Interesting.
Oh wow.
I've never seen the musical. I have seen the Grinch musical. I have seen that. That was actually really good. I enjoyed that. But that's so cool. You've been to the house. That would be really cool to actually see. Let's see. Mademoiselle said, "What is your number one Hollow Gelato live chat? What is your number one Hollow Gelato live chat?
Like the one that we've had, like the most,
like the
best
most
experience.
best experience. I think if it was like the most, I mean, we've had great times with all of you, with all the lives, but I think the most unique one was the 10,000 one, where you guys were just like popping off the um. Oh, that's to the chat. She said. Okay, so that question is for the chat, but to answer, I think the 10K one was interesting, but yeah, we enjoy all the um the live chats. But yeah, to everyone who's still in the chat, this question is for all of you from Mademoiselle. And Cassandra says, "Watch Four Christmases if you have not seen it." Yes,
Oh yeah.
I have seen Four Christmases. I did enjoy that with Reese Witherspoon, Vince Vaughn, John Favreau.
Once.
Oh God, there you go.
Sorry.
Anytime like Vaughn comes up, Mademoiselle, you know what this is about. Well, I'll let you tell the story. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's his birthday weekend, and we are about to go to the LA Bowl to go watch the John Williams concert. And then we were gonna say, oh, we wanted to pick up food before going, so we can have a little picnic. So we told him, oh, um, go see, go let what's her name know that we're gonna go to Vaughn's if they want anything. So he texts Vaughn's, but he spells Vaughn's, the store, as Vince Vaughn's last name.
I thought that's how it was said with Vaughn's. We don't have Vaughn's out in the East Coast.
And then, so they were like, you mean Vons? And he's like, is that how you spell Vaughn's? I was like, yeah, how did you think we spell it? We're going to someone's house?
I was like Vince Vaughn. So anytime like Vince Vaughn comes up, anytime Vaughn just comes up, like we would pass Vaughn's. I'm like, there's Vaughn's, Vons. Like, so it was funny. So theme park conductor,
so
God love him.
He helped us get his birthday party ready, and well, lo and behold, the store next to where we're staying is Vaughn's. So me, Mademoiselle, and theme park conductor, we go outside, get whatever we need at Vaughn's, and then we take a picture in front of the little logo. But Mademoiselle, she like edits it, and then she types or like writes out VAU
and or what G whatever it
is. Yeah. So and we send it to him on his birthday.
And I'm like, isn't that cute? Actually that's what it was. It was like, have you guys ever seen, I remember, oh my God, you guys just like gave me a flashback into my childhood. Do you guys remember the cartoon on Cartoon Network, Two Stupid Dogs? Oh my God, like that just like brought back a childhood memory, like a core memory, because it reminds me of like when the guy says, "Isn't that cute?" But it's wrong. Oh my God, I used to watch Two Stupid Dogs all the time. Anyway, getting back to the chat.
Where it's like a big shepherd dog.
A big shepherd dog and like a little like dash hunt or something. Yeah.
That reminds me of my dog growing up. I had a wiener dog and then one like fluffy dog with one eye. He had one eye, but
Yeah. Yes, the two stupid dogs. I used to love that all the time.
Yeah, my dogs were stupid too.
So
for different reasons.
So we got Remy D in the house. Welcome in. Hey guys, congrats. You guys are climbing up fast. Have you watched Violent Night? Not your typical Christmas movie.
No.
I have not seen Violent Night, but I have watched Krampus or however you pronounce it. Like
it's scary.
Well, the Krampus I know is like it's like
oh gosh
the demonized version like that would come. Yeah, so we have some movies that we're going to be seeing in the coming months, and Abby got herself prepared for like the scary stuff.
Yes.
Let's see. And we got Mr. Garcia, ELA9. Welcome in. I watch Love Actually every year. That's another good movie, too. Fun. Yeah, that's another good movie. And I love Love Actually, too. Yeah, I love Love Actually. You know what's so funny is when you think of that movie, it's like a rom-com, but it's a raunchy rom-com, which is something that you would never think. Like when you look at the poster and everything, you're like, oh, okay, it's innocent. And then you watch it and you're like, dang, this is like a Christmas American Pie. like, but I love that movie. And Jesse Adventure says, Daddy's Home 2 is a great Christmas movie. Yes, that is true. I love how they take sequels and they wrap it around the Christmas season. Like Daddy's Home 2, Bad Moms 2 was like a Bad Moms Christmas. And then let's see, Remy D says, Violent Night stars David Haber. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. Of Stranger Things fame. He plays Deadbeat Santa.
Oh.
Violent Night. Wait a minute. Is that the movie where it's like a okay, I think I know after you describe that, Remedy, I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen previews of it, but I have not watched it. But I'll definitely check that out. That might be because I think I do remember seeing that. That's right. Yeah, I remember. I remember. I seen the previews of it, where it's like kind of like bloody and gory kind of thing. He's like not your typical Santa. Not like super bloody and gory, but like I mean, based off of what the trailer looked like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looked interesting. Yeah, again, as what Remy D said, not your typical Christmas movie, but yeah, I love the holidays. What are some traditions you all have like during Christmas? Do you have like a special unique tradition that you do that may not be like in the realm of like what everyone else does? Like, do you go and like, do you have a tradition where you buy like a specific ornament each year that's part of like a series? Because I know Hallmark used to, they have like the series kind of thing. Or is there something that you do with your family that, is there anything that you've done like growing up, like in the Filipino tradition for Christmas?
Well, my mom does I forget how many fruits she has to get. She makes like a fruit basket. I forget how many fruits there is. But yeah, not really.
Okay, not really, yeah. I think for us, like growing up in a big like Catholic Italian family, it was just like the typical, family dinners, go to
midnight
mass. Yeah. Now, what I also used to do when I would grow up, I would open up all my gifts during Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. So Christmas Day, I can enjoy them. Like after I find out that, like, sorry, folks, hopefully if you have young kids, cover their ears, send them out before I say this. I'll give you a few seconds. That my mom was Santa. So after I found that out, I would literally say, hey, well, since I know, can I open up all my gifts Christmas Eve and enjoy them on Christmas Day? I have to say it was a little bit difficult, because my mom was she portrayed it well, like everything was real. I mean, it was hard for me. Like the year that I found out, the real truth. I mean, I was 27, but as I said, she convinced me very well. No, I wasn't 27.
28.
28. Yeah. But what I would do too is a lot of times when I would get older, I would be more difficult to shop for, because when you hit that age where you just don't know what to get,
Yeah.
like when you're a young kid, you can give us anything and we're
Mhm.
happy, we're satisfied. But it was starting to get a little harder. So I was like, well, I'll buy my own gifts. And she said, well, you're only like 11, you're only 12, like how can you buy your own gifts? I'm like, oh no, I'll still use your debit card, but like I'll just go and grab them what I want. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, thanks. I'm like, oh, you're welcome anytime. um and I would literally wrap my own gifts. I would wrap them and I would put on the little sticker, to George from George. That's literally what I would do every Christmas. And my cousins would get a kick out of it because we all got together during Christmas Eve. That's when we had our family thing. So at the end of the night, after we had our dinner, after we, had our games and everything, they would all just sit around and I'd go under the tree and I'd just start opening my gifts and they'd watch me and I'd be like, oh, to George from George, how thoughtful of me. And then they just got a kick out of it. Me, the sarcastic one. Yeah. So let's see. Let's catch up. Let's see. Remy D says, I always wrap all my gifts with newspaper. Hey, you know what? Some of that wrapping paper is very expensive.
Yeah.
And to use it for one time a year when it's all going to go in the garbage anyway. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, I've used, gift wrap paper, for birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. But there are people also out there. Do you guys know anybody that love getting like the professional wrapping done? Like they go to these like professional things and like the paper has to be like wrapped just right and the bow has to be tied and like it's like the perfect thing. Then in like 2 seconds they're just like
I watched this Hallmark movie thing. It's like a 4-piece set and then it was tied around like a gift wrap, those professional gift wrappers.
Oh, okay.
I love the Hallmark movies.
Yes, and actually my mom does too. That's where her and my mom like have that in common. They love the Hallmark like movies, especially like the Christmas ones.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Yeah, they could binge watch that.
Yes.
See, then we have Brian. Congratulations on 20K, George. Keep going. Thank you so much, Brian. We greatly appreciate it. Let's see, Mr. Garcia. My kids get their own wrapping paper each year. I'll put a small present by their beds for when they wake up, and they know whatever present's under the tree, that's what wrapping paper. Wait, I'm sorry. Whatever presents under the tree with that wrapping paper is their gift. Okay, that's smart. Idea. That's very smart. That is, I like that. Mm-hmm. I really like that because that way they get like a mental note of like, okay, that's the wrapping paper I have to look for, rather than it be all mixed. And then you have kids that are like, that's mine and that's mine. And like, that's mine. Like, like quiet down or I'll take it all back. Like, but no, and no, that's a really good idea. Mr. Garcia, ELA 9.
Yeah. My kids are too old for that.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, it's in the Amazon cart.
Just hit the button, Mom.
Yep.
Let's see. Also, Mr. Garcia says, one thing I would like to try is the 12 pubs of Christmas.
Ooh.
12 pubs of Christmas. What is that exactly? Is it a if you can enlighten on that, like that sounds interesting. Mm-hmm. All I heard was pubs, the number 12, and Christmas. So like all that together, that sounds interesting.
Is it like going to different pubs?
Is it going to different pubs? Like, let's see. And Brian says, you two, Abby, both are crushing it. How you got to 20K so fast shows you are doing something right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. So much. All honestly that we're doing is we're just doing content that we enjoy and hopefully that we can bring it all to you. So I'm glad that you're some hit. And some don't, don't. But of how we do in the middle. Later. Yes. Yeah. We do have a lot of videos that like have legs. But we never put out content thinking of saying, oh, this is going to be a hit. This is going to be a hit. We just release it. And if it does, then, that's, yeah. Mademoiselle says it's like a pub crawl. Okay, so yeah, so it's like going
Okay.
to different. Let's see. You go out to 12 different pubs and you have a drink at each one,
Ooh.
but each pub has a role. Example: you can sit down in one, or you can only drink with your right hand.
Oh wow.
Oh, ooh, that might be an interesting video. That might be an interesting one. The 12 pubs of Christmas.
Special cocktail.
That's going to
Combo.
be a special cocktail convo, folks. That's going to be cocktail convo on the road because we have to jump from. All right, thank you, Mr. Garcia. You just gave us an idea for a piece of content. So thank you. We will do that. I've never done that before, but that's interesting. Okay, so like one pub you can sit down, one pub you have to stand, one you have to drink just with your right hand. Maybe one like you could only drink a type of alcoholic beverage, like I guess like something like that. Yeah, see, Mademoiselle is going to be on the case because
Yep.
she's our
location.
location scout, our specialist. So yep, she's on it. Let's see, Remy D. Have you been to Disneyland or Magic Kingdom on actual Christmas Day? I want to try it one day. I have not. I've always wanted to. It's unfortunate that Disney doesn't allow Magic Key holders opportunities. And as much as we're paying now on 4 Magic Keys, to spend
I cannot justify
$500 just on one day. But we're saying that now, probably not this year. Maybe like when the channel grows a little more and we have a more steady income on the channel, maybe we'll splurge just to say that we've been on Christmas Day. But we will be at Disneyland on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
We do have reservations. I unfortunately couldn't get the reservation for dinner, but I ended up getting the Thanksgiving brunch at Goofy's Kitchen on Thanksgiving Day. But we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner at Goofy's Kitchen the night before. So we have the dinner and the brunch, and we will be in the park on Thanksgiving Day. So if anybody happens to be at Disneyland on Thanksgiving Day, please look out for us. And if you see us, don't be shy. Come on over. As I said, I love the attention.
He does.
Yes. Which actually we bumped into a family at Universal.
Yeah.
We were in line for the tram tour.
It was going to be our first tram that I didn't have to be scared to go to.
Yeah. It was a regular tram. But
yeah, so one of the mom of the family, she came up to me and she asked if I spoke Spanish. I thought she had a question. And I said, oh no, unfortunately my Spanish isn't that great. And then the son comes and he's like, you're on YouTube, right? And
we were like, yes, we are. He was like, yeah, I know who you are. And then the mom was like, would you mind if they get a picture with you? Because I guess they were kind of shy. They didn't want to do so. I was like, yeah, let's get a picture. So she had 4 kids. But the oldest, I don't think really knew us. But the 3, the young boy, he was like 11, 12. Mm-hmm. And then the girl was like 13. Mm-hmm. And then the little one. And so we all got a picture with them. And then we ended up giving them stickers and everything. Yeah, so it was really cool. Yeah, so I love getting recognized at the parks, you know, because I basically just wear all this. And then I have like neon signs pointing at me like, here I am, the Italiano, right here.
Which is funny because our last day of Halloween Horror Nights, like I said, we met my daughter and her friends. And so we told them, okay, we're waiting for you at the front of the park. So my daughter's best friend, who has loved to like tease George all the time.
She's basically our adopted daughter. That's
no, but Brian, he loves to tease you.
So sorry, I thought you were talking about well, he's our adopted son, so
but he loves to tease George.
Yeah,
and he thinks he like says the funniest things. So we were waiting for them, and he comes up like He runs up to
he grabs
him.
onto me. He's like, the
"Are you the
Italian. Yeah.
Italian?"
So I turn around and I'm like, oh my God, I actually have a fan. Like, and I turn and like my brain didn't like recognize him yet because it was just like of the hype. He was like, can I have your autograph? Like, can I get a picture? And I turn, I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's you. Like, no, but I love Brian. And yeah, he's really cool. So yeah, they became their friends. Just kind of became like our adopted children. Because here's the funny thing, and I've said this before. Even though I make jokes about kids,
Like kids.
I do. I love
He loves
kids.
kids.
I really do. I used to work in a public school system. You can't get any more kids than
he
that.
always just jokes.
Yeah,
Guys.
yeah. So don't worry. So if you're ever in the parks and you have kids, don't think that. No, I do. I love kids. So let's see. Just gonna catch up here. Brian says, "Have you talked about the new Toy Story teaser yet?" We have mentioned it a little bit, but I do think it's interesting. I don't think we actually talked about the teaser. Did you watch it yet? No, she hasn't watched it yet. But we are going to do a teaser reaction. I don't know if you guys watched our recent one of Michael, but we are going to do a teaser reaction of Toy Story 5.
Since we do out of theater reactions, we decided maybe we'll like dabble in some of these teaser trailers and react to them while you guys are watching.
This. Yeah. So we're definitely going to do Toy Story 5. I will say before going on, Mr. Garcia says, "Sounds like good eating to me." That was for the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Let's see. And where is the out of theater reaction to the new Predator movie? I was surprised how much I liked it. Well, Brian, funny that you say that. We are going to see it, and we are going to do an out of theater reaction. So it will be up tomorrow. We usually go see the movies later on in the day, because when Abby gets off of work and what have you. So when we go see it later on, then we drop it later. So definitely you will be getting an out of theater reaction to Predator tomorrow for sure. So definitely keep an eye out for it. And also I'll try to get the teaser watch of Toy Story 5 out tonight. If not, it will be also out tomorrow with Predator.
And we're going to watch Running Man.
Yes. When is that again now?
Thursday.
We have some funny things for that out of theater reaction. So who knows how this is going to go, because we're going to see Running Man for two different reasons.
Yes.
I'm going for the movie.
And I'm going for Glenn Powell in a towel.
That's like the perfect like slogan. Glenn Powell in a towel.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of Elf on a Shelf? Well, how about Glenn Powell in a towel?
Yep.
So we're definitely going to have an out of theater reaction to the Running Man as well. But going back to Toy Story 5, just to kind of touch on it a little bit more, because we didn't really talk about it, but like we were mentioning, like how they have to fix with like what they messed up with Toy Story 4.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, from just of what I was seeing like from D23 and everything, I do think it's creative of how now the toys have to battle technology, because it is real world event that kids aren't into toys anymore. So how can you really make a movie about toys when it's nothing that kids can relate to anymore? So how do you do that? They have to face technology, which the villain of this, and based off how they're saying it, like this is going to be like a true villain, like it's lily pad, so it's like of a frog, but it's a like a touchpad for like young kids. So
because how many kids have the tablets and live on the screen, unfortunately.
We do that, but I mean we do it like for like the content and everything, but like when I was a kid, like I was riding my bike, I was like going to the playground, I was skinning my knees, like you got dirty, like that was being a kid, running outside butt naked for the ice cream truck. Well, maybe that was just me, but
no, that was you.
Okay. I loved my ice cream. What could I say? I was too excited to even put on clothes. As
Mm.
why I was completely naked in the first place, I have no idea. Um, but yeah, I was just. They used to call me like Jungle Boy, like
Oh
George of the
gosh.
Jungle, because like, or Naked City Boy. That's what they called me, Naked City Boy. Because I mean, I was like a city slicker kind of thing. I grew up in the city, and it's like I don't like want these clothes. Like this is like beneath me, literally and figuratively. Um, but yeah, so like that was like always, um, the way of like how kids operated back then. Now it's like yeah, they operate devices. So I love how they incorporated that into the storyline, and I do love it's very refreshing that Andrew Stanton is coming back to direct it because I mean he had his handprints on the original Toy Story. He wrote and directed Finding Nemo and Wally. So like I think the movie's in good hands. But yeah, we will do a teaser trailer reaction for you guys. We'll probably do that after we're done with the live, and we'll get it up for you. Boy, that sounded wrong. Let's see. Remy D says, I guess he enjoyed Predator 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Remy D, so good. Reminds me of movies they used to make back in the golden day. Really? Okay. All right, good to know. Let's see, Mr. Garcia, I have to pop off to get ready to wrap up my night. Congrats on 20K. Here's to many, many, many more. Well, thank you, Mr. Garcia. We greatly appreciate it. And hopefully, don't be a stranger. Definitely come back on and enjoy. We'll be doing more lives and everything. So, and thanks again for the suggestion on the 12 Pubs of Christmas. Yeah, we will definitely be doing that. Let's see. I saw the Predator movie in 4DX. Ooh, nice. Glenn Powell with Athatau. Yeah, yes. See, that's
anyone but you.
Yes.
Love that movie.
Which that is him without anything. Speaking of naked. I mean, you can kind of like if you look, you can see some things. You can see some things. In 4D. 4DX.
Yes, please.
See, Bryce says, I would have loved that. I just saw it in IMAX. Okay, I think we're just seeing it in laser. Yeah. Let's see. All they have to do is hide the charger from the leapfrog. LOL. That is very true. I mean, just take away the charger.
The battery dies.
That is very true. I swear, Brian, if that shows up somewhere in the movie, I'm going to crack up because, like, you said it first, which you never really think of it. It's like, what plot could you really make? That could just be a Toy Story short.
I know.
Just take the charger and boom, dead. It's gone.
Bye-bye, technology.
Yep. And then mom goes on Amazon.com.
Yep.
Orders another adapter wire.
Oh,
that is so true. That is so true. But I mean, a lot, speaking of movies too, just a lot is like coming out like in general.
So we have the AMC stubs and all our reservations are taken already.
Yeah. Like we go through a lot of movies.
Yes.
A lot of movies.
Because we already have our ticket set for Wicked for Good. Zootopia 2.
Yep. And then soon to be Avatar Fire and Ash. That one's not available yet, but obviously we will be going to see that. Now that one I might want to see, not in the like the 3D and thing, but I might want to see that one in IMAX. Avatar you have to see like on a grand scope. And also too, which I thought was very strategic and very smart of them, that supposedly they're going to drop the first teaser for Avengers Doomsday for Fire and Ash. Now, of how that is strategic is that helps both Fox and Marvel because people are already going to go see Fire and Ash.
Yeah.
So now they'll get the publicity of the trailer, but then also people can say, oh, I'll go see Fire and Ash because I want to see the trailer. So it's like a win-win.
Yes.
Big movie with a big movie. For Zootopia 2, they're already projecting like big numbers for this movie. Like they're anticipating like 125 million opening weekend just for the domestic box office. Because the first Zootopia, I believe, crossed the $1 billion mark. I mean, and Zootopia is big in like at the in Shanghai Disney, in the park. Like Zootopia is big in the Asian market, so I can see like that might actually hit 2 billion. Like not like just in the domestic, but like for the domestic and international. Yeah, see, and Brian agree that like billion on the way for Zootopia 2. Absolutely. I think Zootopia 2 and Fire and Ash are gonna like bring Disney, because Disney already hit $4 billion at the box office, I think this year, I believe already. So with Zootopia 2 and Fire and Ash, like that's
rounding
gonna
it off.
Yeah, that's gonna be, it's probably gonna double. I'd say if the 4 billion will probably go to 8 billion. Which good for them, Remy D says, talking about anyone but you, what do you think of Sydney Sweeney's career? She wants to want to branch out with her latest movie. Wait, so Sydney Sweeney, like her, that's the boxing movie that she's doing now. Here's the thing with her, and maybe this is just me, and nothing against her as a person. A lot of people like gawk over her and everything. I personally don't see it. Maybe it's just me, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything. As I said, not for her as a person, but just like her persona as like a Hollywood figure. I don't know. I guess a lot of people are like treating her like the new like Marilyn Monroe kind of like Grace Kelly kind of thing, and I don't necessarily see it.
Mm-hmm. I really did like her in Anyone But You.
Yes, I did too. Like she did that really well. I am hearing good things about that boxing movie or wrestling movie, whatever that she was boxing. Yeah, thank you. So I mean, we could possibly hear some Oscar buzz for her, possibly, depending on how well the movie like receives. It's not necessarily the box office, because a lot of like Academy Award never really goes to the popular stuff. Some of it used to, but I mean, I'm still very bitter that Beauty and the Beast lost to Silence of the Lambs. Sorry, that should have never been. I do enjoy Silence of the Lambs, but Beauty and the Beast should have never lost to that. Sorry. Remy D says, you're going to live react to Disney's earning calls on Thursday. Good question, Remy D. So I was contemplating on that. Obviously, I'm going to react to the earnings call. I was considering on doing a live while like the earnings call is running, so you guys can join me in real time while we listen to the call. The issue with that is, I think at the time that the earnings call is at 8:30 Eastern time, which means I think the earnings call is at 5:30 in the morning. But who knows? I mean, if all of you are going to be up anyway, I might do the live if I can get my butt up. I might do the live. You guys will see a whole nother kind of Italiano, because I'll just be like, hi guys. If I do that live, if I seem like I'm a zombie, you'll know why, because it's like 5:30.
The wrong hour.
It's the wrong hour. That's what I always say. Like Abby, says good morning, and I'm like, what time is it? She's like, it's 7. I'm like, oh no, wrong hour. Like she's like, okay, I'll try again and at 8, and then like no.
I'm an early person.
She is. Like her sleeping in is 7. Like 7:30. Yes. Like she or like then she really slept in the one day where she woke up and then she went to bed. She went back to sleep and woke up at 10. Like that, but I think that was like her body like really needing the sleep, because we've been doing a lot like on the go, and so she's not used to that.
So I woke up at 7, then I did a little bit of like looking at like YouTube and stuff, and then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up at 10. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Yeah. Brian says, double shot of espresso to put hair on your chest in the morning. Brian, okay, I just have to be real with you. I don't know if I need any more chest hair. but that, yes, that is very true. But let me know what you guys think. Should I do it live? I mean, if you guys are going to be on, like, I'm not going to suffer alone here. Like, if you guys want to see it live, where I actually bring up the earnings call, then I'll do it live. I might try to see if I can get Mr. Seymour Duck, because he's the analytical, earnings and shareholders numbers kind of guy. So I might be able to get him to join me if he's available. But either way, if you guys want me to do the earnings call, I will probably do when they have the shareholders meeting. That I will definitely do live. I will definitely do the shareholders meeting, because that one, I think that one's going to be very telling with the new CEO. But yeah, even with the earnings call, I might just do it live. Tell me what you guys think. Either way, I will be up, because as I said, I will either do like a recording of me reacting to the earnings call or doing it live. But as I said, if you guys want to be up with me and we'll endure it together, then we'll do it live. Yeah. So, but yeah, just a lot going on for the end of the year. As I said, we have like all our holiday stuff like ready. We have all our reservations. We have all our dates locked in. And then also moving into 2026. I mean, it's crazy, even with Universal announcing Universal Studios Hollywood, like they were announcing all the 2026 stuff. Literally, we just ended Halloween Horror Nights, and we have the first date for Halloween Horror Nights next year, which is September 3rd. That is like crazy to me, which tells me, I wonder like how much they even have. So I think they mentioned that like they're already starting the process for next year's houses, like the haunted houses that they're going to have. Mm-hmm. So going to be interesting. And then we have FanFest that's coming up in April. Definitely looking forward to that. We're actually going first day. So all of you, April 23rd, if you're out in the area, you're at Universal Studios Hollywood for FanFest. Again, look for us. Yep. There I will be with the neon lights. And then, God help us all, then we have D23. Hopefully we can get tickets. As I said, I'm going to try a different strategy than I did last year. Rather than just try for the big one and fail and then throw myself on the ground with a temper tantrum, rather than waste the energy doing that, I'm going to strategize different outlets and try different ways to get what we want, even if it's not in the same format of like the 3-day ticket, including the Honda, because there are other ways of getting it. You can just buy each day individually, and I would love to do all 3 days at Honda, but if we can do 2, I would do the studio and the parks. If we can only do 1, just get me into the parks, then I'd be okay. If we can't, it would be a bummer, but we would still go to the Anaheim Convention Center because there's still a lot of stuff to do that. And we would still cover the parks panel, even though we're not there. I'll be online watching the people who are there post, so that way I could then bring it to our viewers. So there'll be other ways around it, of course. But I would love to be there, because when I was there the last time, the energy and the hype of being in the Honda Center, where we're getting all this news, and all the news now is like coming to fruition. It's actually like happening. So I would love to see like what they have planned for next year. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they don't disappoint us, because that would be a bummer. And then also, of course, we have our big March trip going back down to Florida for Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando. Hopefully there will be no medical issues like we had last time, and also strategizing a little better for Abby, because that was a lot for her
Yes.
to endure. Um, like
7
park after park
parks.
after park, 7 parks like straight, you know. So we have an off rest day every 2 days. So we got that covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Remy D. The whole crew is going. As far as I know, the only ones that I know that are going is Tommy Toon, and theme park conductor. Definitely theme park conductor because he bought his plane ticket um, at the time that we did. So he's going for sure. Tommy is still configuring some things up, but he'll be there. And then Slimer and Jared from Capture the Magic, they already live down there. So I'm for sure we'll probably meet up with them. And I think it's so funny that we were just going for a wedding. Actually, I met this family while I was on a Disney cruise, go figure. And we just kind of got and talking and everything. And, I reached out to them on social media and, she got engaged, invited us. We invited them to our wedding in 2028. So we're like, okay, when is it? And she said, it's going to be in March. And I'm like, okay, we'll go. And I'm like, here's the thing. I'm not flying all the way to Florida just for a wedding. If I'm in Florida, you guys know where I'll be. Always go to Walt Disney World. And then I thought, well, since I didn't really like get my full feel, it's like, well, let's do Universal too. Because not all the times when we're in Florida do I do both. But this time I will. And I think because also too, now that I live over on the West Coast, I don't get to Florida as frequently as I used to because it was only like a 2-hour flight from PA. Now it's like 7 to 9, depending on the flight route. So I don't really get to go out to Florida as often as I used to. So when I am out there, I like to take advantage to do Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
But normally, if I'm just like going out there, like if it was a 2-hour flight, I would more so just do Disney. And I do Universal at another time. But since we're going all the way out there and it's like, especially after the jet lag and everything, it's like, yeah, when we're there, I want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
If I really could, I would do another Disney cruise, but it is what it is. But we're probably just going to be able to do the parks this time, unfortunately. I don't know. Who knows?
I cannot.
Yes, I know you can. They will. That's bad. They're like, how many days are you going to be gone again? So, but no, we'll definitely get back to a Disney cruise, hopefully sooner than later. But it's probably going to be after 2026 because we have the March trip, we have all these things going on with FanFest and everything else, and then D23. Lord knows how much that's going to cost because tickets were expensive last year, and I'm for sure tickets are going to be probably more this time. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it was last year because we're still in 2025. But yeah, it'll be in 2026. But in any case, I want to thank you all for joining us.
So much.
We greatly appreciate each and every one of you for all the love, for all the support. I ended up putting out a post on the YouTube community tab, and I just have to reiterate my words of what I said on there. As I said, we are elated to the fact of that we reached 20,000 right now, and to infinity and beyond. We
couldn't do this without you.
Yes, we really couldn't do it because without you guys, without the love, the support, the interaction, there would be like no purpose on doing it. Mm-hmm. So I want to thank each and every one of you for not just joining this particular live celebrating the 20,000 subs, but just in general. Thank you so much. And it was a great conversation. I mean, we almost went 2 hours, talking about a bunch of stuff. Hollow, mixing it up. And that's what really the channel is all about too. We just do a bunch of different things that we hope that you guys enjoy. We do in-park stuff. We do in-studio stuff. We do.
And that's why if you ever have any suggestions on what you want us to put out, You put it on the community tab. You can do a DM through Instagram on Hello Gelato, and we really do take it into consideration on what kind of content you want to see.
Yes, I do have to double check the community tab. I do know, obviously, um, you guys can comment when I write something. I have to see if you guys can actually um, post like something first, because I think you have to like activate it in that sense. So actually, while we're on live, let me just check. Let's see, post. I might have to go into settings.
But for sure on Instagram, because um, that's how we got some of the which music videos to react to, or any like we really like doing try to do like the watch parties and stuff. We want to try doing more of those. That pumpkin tasting thing was
Yes.
thanks to Cassandra.
Yes. Yeah,
So-
Cassandra was the one, and also Jacob Weller,
yeah.
that gave us the idea for the pumpkin. So and then now we're doing the peppermint and the gingerbread. God help me. But in any case, it's for all you guys. It's for pure entertainment, not just so that we go into the parks and we do the same thing day after day. It's like, here's the Matterhorn, here's Space Mountain, here's the carousel, here's Dumbo, which obviously, we'll always do Dumbo. Dumbo's all right. But we like to incorporate a lot more stuff, into that, because we like to make it engaging. We want it to have fun. So anytime that there's like little events going on, like as you mentioned, like Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit, we'll do that for you guys, so you guys can do it along with us, or we'll do a live in the park, and if you guys have any, as Abby said, any ideas, suggestions, comments, thoughts, opinions, even just by accident, like Mr. Garcia was mentioning the 12 pubs of Christmas, and now we're actually gonna do that, so we'll probably do that one when it gets a little bit closer to Christmas, after Thanksgiving, because since it's the 12 pubs of Christmas, I want it to be around the time of Christmas. But yeah, again, thank you all so much. Cassandra says congratulations. Thank you so much. Brian says thank you. And Mademoiselle says congratulations to 20K Holo Gelato. And yeah, again, I know I keep on repeating myself. I keep on saying thank you so much, but it really does mean a lot to us.
Yes,
and I don't even know like how many thank yous and we appreciate yous that would even bring to of how it really means to us. So yeah, so we greatly appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes.
And there will be more content to come. And we're actually, as we're getting off of live, we're going to do the Toy Story 5 teaser reaction. So it may drop tonight, if YouTube wants to cooperate with me with the loading process, because it has been kind of wonky lately. But definitely look out for the Toy Story 5 teaser, probably either tonight or tomorrow. And also, too, speaking of tomorrow, the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer is also dropping tomorrow. So I think, is that a coincidence that Toy Story 5 and Mario? I don't know about that. So so we will be doing one on that as well. And we do have...
And then Glenn Powell in a towel.
And Glenn Powell in a towel. Oh, no. And then we have Fanny Bat. I'm late, but congrats. Well, thank you, Fanny Bat. Even though you are late, and unfortunately we are getting off, but again, you made it. Just the fact, even if it was for a few seconds or a few moments, you still made it into the live. And the fact that you congratulated us means the world to us. And definitely, Fanny Bat, go back and watch the replay. And definitely put in any comments of anything that we talked tonight, and definitely any suggestions. Oh, well, let's see. I think you like musicals. Are you watching Christina Aguilera? Here's the thing. Yeah, we do. We love musicals. We love concerts.
We are seeing Sabrina Carpenter.
We are seeing Sabrina. I forgot to mention that. We are seeing Sabrina Carpenter
next week.
Next week. And then also Colby Callier.
Yes.
She's my female Glenn Powell.
See?
See, yeah, see, so I can't, but
you love
but
Sabrina Carpenter and
I do.
Collier.
I got both, but unfortunately, they're probably not going to be in towels. But Sabrina Carpenter, she can kind of go a little bit on the edge there. I mean, I don't know what, but yeah. So yeah, we do music video reactions. We do
watch. We are watching J-Hope.
Yes,
concert on in theater. So we're going to react to that.
Yes, we are going to react to J-Hope.
Because he is the new baby army. J-Hope is his bias. So
yes.
We are watching that.
I am. Literally, J-Hope is my bias because he literally is me. But I'm not. But like his personality, like I wish I had his talent. But you'll
see the dance video.
Oh God! Yeah,
you're supposed to be practicing.
Yes, if you guys also want to go on to the shorts as well, I do have a practice run. I'm not I love dancing, but I'm a freestyle dancer. She's the choreographed dancer. I don't do that. But also too, I know I said we were going to close this out, but Fanny Bat, I'm sorry, you brought in the good questions, so sorry. So let me add in more. So Fanny Bat, see, you did get to participate. We're also going to do
4 musicals next year.
4 musicals next year. We're doing because I bought the package of 4 musicals, so it's already going to be bought and paid for. So we're doing Spam-A-Lot, which is based off of Monty Python's The Holy Grail. We're going to do The Phantom of the Opera. Love The Phantom of the Opera. We're going to do The Book of Mormon. That show is so completely effed up, but I absolutely love it. It's from the creators of South Park. You have to go in there with an open mind for all of you who have not seen The Book of Mormon. And the day before my 36th birthday, we're going with, and we invited Mademoiselle to join us to this one. We're going to see Beauty and the Beast. So we got those 4 musicals, Broadway shows next year. So we got all that locked in. And then also too, let us know what you think. We may be doing a couple watch parties. We're not going to say what they are just yet, but we're going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a cliffhanger that we may be doing some watch parties. It could be movie trailers. It could be music videos. It may be a series, so definitely
watch out for that.
Watch out for that as well. And don't worry, we'll give you guys enough notice when we do all that. We are at a minute and 58. A minute and 58. Listen to me. An hour, 58 minutes and 38 seconds. We are this close. I have to at least wait for it to hit the 2-hour mark. See, that's my OCD. We went this far. How can you stop it at an hour and 58 without going the 2? So yeah, we just have a lot going on. So actually, let me just catch up with the live. And then Fanny Bat says Christmas specials. Yeah, we were mentioning earlier the Charlie Brown Christmas. Definitely going to check out the Disney Parks Christmas Parade. Which also, by the way, I spoke to a good friend of ours today, and she said that we're going November 16th to Disneyland. That's also Dapper Day.
Oh.
So we're going to actually be at Disneyland during Dapper Day as well. Giant Peter Adventure says, I want the Cat's Eye Christmas special.
Oh,
of course.
Yes,
that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
Daniela singing in a Christmas bikini is all I need. A Christmas bikini. Okay, I have to ask Peter, what do you consist as a Christmas bikini?
It's red and green.
Is it red and green? Does it have a little snow fuzzies on it or little bells? I used to have boxer shorts that were
them still.
They're still here. I must have brought them. They have bells. Yeah. So it's like that one commercial where they thrust their hips and it's the ding, 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 ding.
Oh God.
I don't know if you guys want to see me do that for a short, but like that would be interesting. See, and trying to get tickets day for Cat's Eye in LA too. Yes,
Yes.
we are going to try that. We're literally just going to be like staking it out and just, hoping for the best. We'll see. Peter Adventure says, for me, I am just going to wait until the next tour so that they can get a couple of more banger songs under their belts. That's true. That's true. You could do that. But also keep in mind too, Peter, that the bigger they are, the more harder and more expensive it is. We got to see Kiss of Life because we got to see them like
their first
like tour like American tour. But now if they were to come back, they're going to be at a much bigger venue, a lot more people, and more expensive. So just keep that in mind as well too. See, Mademoiselle says, yes, we need the official George dance video.
Yes, we do.
Yes, I have to get the official dance video, but also I have to try to figure out how to post it too, because anything that I'm posting, like with K-pop and everything, it's like blocking out globally. So I have to like figure out a way. That's why when I did the practice run, that's why I only had to be able to do it in a short form because it wasn't going. And then Fanny Back got like the party. Yeah, this is how we do it. See, Peter Adventures, I did my dance video and posted it on TikTok.
You did.
You did? You did.
See, you got to do the...
I still don't know, like, I feel like I get like Corporal Tunnel doing it. Like, I don't know. And then Mademoiselle says, definitely need to watch your dance video, Peter. Yeah, definitely check it out. So Mademoiselle, do you have a TikTok account? I could send it to you. LOL. And Cassandra got the LOL. Let's see. And Fanny Bat says, sometimes I get lucky buying cheap concert tickets last minute. Yeah, Mademoiselle's good with that too. So that's why she's basically like the ringleader for that one.
Yes.
I legit almost injured my wrist. That's what I'm afraid. That's what I'm afraid of. Like as I'm getting older, like I'm fragile. Like our joints and bones like crack, pop, snap. Yeah, we're Rice Krispies. Can you hear it talk back to you? Yes, we can. But yeah, so that was great. And but yeah, so we did pass the 2-hour mark. And Fanny Bat, thank you so much for dropping in. And I'm so glad you got to interact with the live. And because I don't really like doing that, even though we don't know when someone's going to be able to come on with their busy schedule. I hate when someone comes on late and I have to say, okay, thanks for dropping in. Bye now. Yeah. I hate doing that to the people that are taking the time to watch and interact. Mm-hmm. So like that would have legitimately bugged me.
And especially since we don't have a hard out.
Yeah, we really don't have a hard out. I mean, like it is a Tuesday night. I'm really surprised we got all of you in here as we did. It was, as I said, it was a last minute live because we weren't expecting to do 20K.
Yes.
And it's on a Tuesday. And it was at 7:30. And I'm like, I was telling Abby before we were doing the live, I'm like,
I wonder if only Mom's going to watch.
Like, yeah, it was like, are we just going to have 2 people? It's going to be Mom and Mademoiselle. Like, it's like, but I mean, we had a great run with all of you. But yeah, Fanny Bat, I'm so glad that you were able to join and interact. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because actually, if it wasn't for you, you ended up starting another conversation. And that's what I love about these lives is I love the unpredictability where we were literally closing it out. We would have been done. It would have been off. And Fanny Bat comes in. And as I said, I would have felt so bad saying, hi, Fanny Bat. Bye, everyone. You know, like that's just not me. I like to give someone a little bit of a chance that they were taking the time to come on and interact.
Like I said,
yeah,
we hit 20K, but it's really all because of you guys.
Yes, it really is because of you guys. Because without you guys make up the 20K. Yeah. You know, so it's like we enjoy. Each and every one of you. We are a familia. That reminds me of the song from Ice Age, Continental Drift, that Keke Palmer did. We are We are not your ordinary family, but we can all agree that we are ham and cheese. No, we are family. Nah. I've never seen the movie. Just saying. No, I have. Actually, that was my son's favorite Ice Age movie. Like he destroyed that Blu-ray disc for how many times that we had to put it in the DVD player. Mind you, this was a time before streaming. So like we had like the DVDs and the Blu-ray discs and the 4K Ultra disc and all that. Yes, actually, yeah, Ray Romano singing the song with Queen Latifah. I actually love that version where they have the whole cast. Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Dennis Leary, Queen Latifah, Keke Palmer, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Wanda Sykes as the Granny Sloth. I love Wanda Sykes. And Jennifer Lopez. So they all got to, sing the song. So I enjoy that song. Yeah, I remember that the ending from Ice Age. Love that. And see, Peter says, Mama Italiano, my friend on X, is the best. Yep, that's Mama Italiano. Let's see. Like Danny is super flexible, which is why it seems so fluid when she does the wrists. Well, Peter, I have something to say about that, but I mean, I don't know if... I think you know what I would want to say. Just read the Italiano room in my head. It's always in the gutter.
Yep.
So, Mademoiselle says, George, sing the song from dinner at Al. How do you say it? I always want to say coyote.
Coyote?
Coyote?
Yeah.
Is that it? Coyote? Yeah, I call it El Coyote. What was the song? Oh, I was singing. Here's the funny thing. I didn't even have my margarita yet. I was just like in a very punch drunk kind of moment. And I was singing the song Hell Yeah from Little Big Time. And I sang the line where he sang the line and then they had the background part of it. So it was like, hell yeah, go get drunk on Friday nights. And then I went, sometimes.
And this is before he even ordered the
margarita. Didn't even have my drink at the table. And like, I was just, as I said to you folks, drunk Italiano is basically sober Italiano. It's just drunk is just a little bit.
Or if you saw our Disney Destiny video,
my gosh,
he was singing the song Destiny, and that's what
I was before we recorded. For all of you who didn't check out the Disney Destiny cruise ship video, I was actually supposed to cut that. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be in there.
I'm gonna cut at this time.
Did I cut it? No, I forgot. So you guys got a blooper at the very beginning, or an outtake. So
he kept singing Destiny.
So Destiny, there's a song the song's called Destiny, and I was like, my destiny, and I just kept on singing it. So I kept on saying the word destiny. So for the life of me, when we're like, hello Gelato, today we are back with another video about the Disney Destiny. That's how I was supposed to say it. I could not get the words out of my mouth. It took 3 takes, as you guys can see. Go back and watch it.
And that's when you learn his name was supposed to be Destiny.
Yeah,
if he was
a girl. It was supposed to be. Actually, that's the
inside joke.
The inside joke that her daughter, whose name is Angel, she was actually supposed to be Destiny. But what her and I would have in common is we both were going to be named Destiny Ann. Yeah. So yes, if I was a girl, I would have been Destiny Ann Falcione.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my daughter was supposed to be Destiny Ann. And how that came up was I was saying, like my daughter was supposed to be Destiny Ann. He's like, that's so funny. I think I was supposed to be Destiny Ann. This is like at midnight. Mm-hmm. And remember, Mama Italiano is 3 hours ahead of us.
Yes.
He calls her and confirms that
I
what
had to
was
make
I
sure.
supposed to be when if I was a girl?
Well, I
And
knew it
she's
was.
like,
I knew it was Destiny. I couldn't remember if the middle name was Anne, so I had to make sure. Or no, I did have to confirm if it was Destiny because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be Megan or
yeah.
like I had to make
So
sure.
3 a.m. Poor Mama Italiano's getting woken up. Mom, what was my name going to be if I was a girl?
And she was like, "Huh?
If I was a girl, what was my
Yeah."
name?
And she said, "I think it was supposed to be Destiny Ann."
He's all, thank you. Bye.
Yep. Good night. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow. You can go back to sleep now. Yeah. And Giant Peter Adventure says that beginning to the Disney Destiny video was iconic. Yeah.
I know, because he's like, okay, we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it. He keeps telling me. And then, did he cut it? No.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And he said that you coughed again, too, because you were in the middle of a cough. That's right. Because I said, okay, we're going to start it
at 40.
At whatever the number was.
45.
And then you just started gagging. And I'm like, okay, another 10 seconds. We got it. And then I flubbed it again. And I'm like, fine. It's like a minute and 15. We got it. And I'm like, okay, I got to cut that minute and 15 off. Did I do it? No. Yeah.
But it is us, so.
Yeah. And that's why we want you guys to see the real us at times. Like, if there is something really that needs to be cut for a video, we will do it. But if there are times that we can keep some like bloopers or outtakes in there, I say leave it because it's our personality. And I stand by what I've always said. For us, what you see on screen is what you get in real life. You could ask Mademoiselle. We hang out a lot. You know, we do a lot of stuff. You know, we have fun. She will contest to the fact of how we are on camera is how we are in real life. Especially this one right here, me. Like, there's no faking that. So, let's see. Giant Peter Adventures. My original name was supposed to be Leon, but my dad hated it. Let's see. Giant Leon Adventures. I still see you as a Peter. Yeah, so I might have to go with your dad on this one. Because now, actually, the other name when I was born, even though as a boy, I was actually supposed to be Joshua. That was actually the original name for the boy, but my mom went with George because that's my dad's name. So, but what's funny is George is more Italian than Joshua. It's like Giorgio, you know, and stuff like that. And also, when I look at myself, I look like a George. Like, I don't look like a Josh. So I think it's so funny how the name depicts, like, even to your name, bringing this up too, we're also going to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And in the trailer, they have like the little radio, Freddy Fazbear radio. And it was like the girl's way to link up with them beyond, just like connecting with them. And in the middle of the night, she's sleeping and the radio turns on unexpectedly. And I guess the character's name was Abby. And they're like, Abby. Yeah, no. And she's like, no. Like, they're calling out to me and I don't like it.
No.
Yeah. So Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Primate are two movies that we're going to see in theaters. But Abby will be taking precautions into her own hands.
Yes.
And she's going to have a headset and
and the eye mask.
Eye mask. Yep. And then she'll just probably take a little nap. Because she did nap through Black Phone too.
Yes.
You know, she saw little bits and pieces, but for the majority. Oh no, you didn't even see no. So she just like knocked herself out for Black Phone too.
Yes.
Let's see. And then my brother was supposed to be Giada, but then got named Michael. That's like Giada, like is like a very exotic name, and then it just goes to Michael. Like, no, we're just gonna go with Michael. It's funny how that thing works, but I bet you when you look at him, because you're so used to saying Michael, he looks like a Michael, you know. And of course, Mademoiselle confirms that this is us. One of my favorite songs, actually, speaking of Broadway musicals, of The Greatest Showman, "This Is Me." Love that song. Love that movie. Love the whole soundtrack. Um, but in any case, now I think this is time we will be wrapping it up. We did an extra like 20 minutes. And again, thank you to everyone and to Fanny Bat, because without them, we would have been off. So thank you so much for joining, and we're so glad that you got to again interact, participate. You got to ask questions. We got to respond to them, because as I said, I would have felt really bad. I really would have. I know, and again, it's all out of our control, but I just don't like it when someone comes in and I have to say goodbye. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just I would rather take the time to spend a little more time interacting with all of you, because I love doing it anyway, and giving that person a moment, giving them a feel good moment of saying, hey, I'm still able to join, you know. So thank you, Fanny Bat. We greatly appreciate it. And Mademoiselle and Giant Peter Adventures and Mr. Garcia and Cassandra and who else? There was quite a few other people. Jason, Brian, Remy D, Jesse Adventure. Let's see. Let's have a little bit of time. We'll thank everyone. Mouseward Bound, Theme Park Wizard.
Yes.
Dragon Blood. He came in the very beginning, but unfortunately he couldn't stay. But he did make an appearance. So thank you all for joining us on this very special Holo Gelato Live 20K sub celebration. Try saying that 3 times fast. And again, as we keep on repeating, we want to thank each and every one of you for your love and support. We ask you to just let's continue it. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing the channel. There's going to be more content coming at you, and we're going to try different things of how we bring the content to you. So we do apologize if we try something and it doesn't work out. We're just kind of finagling different things. We're still learning. We're still in a learning process, because compared to a lot of the bigger YouTube channels, you know, we're still a baby, you know, so we're still growing. But again, thank you all so much. We greatly appreciate you. This is Abby, this time now for sure. This is Abby. I'm George, the Disney Italiano. And as I always say, in Disney Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Italiano out. Bye, everybody.
Bye.